Hey y'all, hope you're doing well. When you find this is going to be for Leo. Moving into December, what's your strongest energy at the time you find this? Take what resonates, leave what does not. This is a general reading for the sign of Leo. Wherever you want to look, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. We have the Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Death and Rebirth. And we wanted to come out here, the Emperor with the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Wands, you're celebrating yourself. And I feel like this could be a change that you made recently with the Death energy. The Ace of Pentacles, the new you, the new, something career oriented as well with the Emperor, a new offer. Could be from an earth sign or a water sign for some. Or an Aries energy. We have the Emperor here with fire on the bottom. Someone celebrating you, Leo. Let's see who this Page of Pentacles is first. It's a groundedness through change. I feel like there's definitely a rebirth happening. And it could be around this person. Temperance, Sagittarius blend. Page of Cups is the Ten of Cups. Someone really loves you. And I feel like it could be multiple people. We have Page of Earth, Page of Water. Those could be children as well, you know. What is the Death, Rebirth, Judgment? Something definitely changing around you. The Knight of Cups is the Four of Pentacles. The Emperor is the Magician. That's really strong energy this masculine comes with. That could be you as well, making things happen at work. You're really good at what you do. Really changing the flow, the frequency here to work in your favor. The Page of Earth, the Ace of Pentacles, you could be working with the Earth element. The Sun. Or with another Leo, Judgment, the World. The Magician, the Seven of Wands. I feel like you're being rewarded by the universe with this ace, this new opportunity, this ability to step into a new cycle through a rebirth, death of the old self, entering into the new through this Emperor, Magician, Seven of Wands, because you stood your ground, you stood your truth here. And you don't have to be a masculine, but the way that you're coming across with the Emperor, this could be someone else as well, you know, standing up for you and your purpose. The World, the Ace of Swords, and the Wheel. Wow. You're on top of things here, the Fool. You have a big energy in December, Leo. Towards, you know, concocting a formula. The Ace of Clarity. The truth about some manifestation coming in that you asked for. I really feel like it's around work, but it could be, you know, two areas in your life with the Temperance energy there. And you're on top of things, the Fool. You're trying something new. Could be that you just took a new job with the Ace of Pentacles. Or it could just be a new way of thinking with the Death, Judgment, the World, the Ace of Swords. You've finally figured out or had help from someone in particular. How to stop some cycle from repeating with the World, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. I really feel like that's something that you learned recently. Through seeing through the veil there. Scorpio energy. You really have so many energies here. You have Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius again. So I really feel like this season is gigantic for you to do something in a new, enlightening way with the Fool, the Wheel. It'll bring you the best results with the Nine of Cups, the Sun. But it's a very grounded space that you're going to be in. Either with a water sign or with an earth sign. And we have the Walrus. Remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. Interesting. See what that's about from the book real quick, Leo. So it says, signs and omens show up in myriad ways, from the wind's rustle of the trees that make it seem as if they're whispering to you at a barely audible level, to the rainbow that appears just before an event in which you're participating. When you're pondering any kind of question about your life purpose, relationships, career, or even everyday concerns, such as whether to actually take the vacation that you've been planning, you can ask Spirit to give you clear and specific signs. Then watch, listen, feel, and allow thoughts to flow. While you may not always get absolutely clear responses, more often than not, you'll pick up on signs or clues through your eyes, ears, sensations in your body, or thoughts that seem to come from out of the blue. You may even have vivid and remarkably lucid dreams that you can easily recall in the morning. Look for the unusual and repetitious. For example, if you hear someone at the supermarket talking about Phoenix, auditory. Spot a billboard advertisement with the word Phoenix prominently displayed, visual. And then recall a period of time when you lived in that city, feeling a calmness and joy sensations. When you bring up that memory, cognitive. These are all clues. It could be about the city of Phoenix, Arizona, or it could be a subtle way that the spirit guide Phoenix is calling you, offering his help when you're ending one cycle completely and beginning the next one, as in the metaphor of the phoenix rising from the ashes. Beautiful. Omens are perceived in the 4 ways mentioned. If you don't get clear signs right away, keep your questions or concern in your consciousness for the next few days. Journal about anything you find significant and look for repetition. When you see an animal or a symbol of that animal showing up repeatedly, it's most likely an indication that your spirit guide is present. Trust the signs in your discernment of them, as they're one significant way the spirit guides you along your path. Associations of the walrus are fluidity, watchfulness, ingenuity, alertness, transitions, gregariousness, omens, sociability, earth, water, survival, competence, adept, copious, wordsmith, circulation, shamanism. So Leo, the phoenix could be, significant, rising from the ashes. If that's something that you've been seeing, that could be that page of earth energy and the death and the rebirth, that you're sort of like reinventing yourself and doing something in a different way with a different formula. Taking a new path with the Ace of Pentacles that's offered to you, but you're standing up for yourself here, the Emperor, the Magician, the Seven of Wands. And in doing that, it's almost like you're rewarded by spirit, something of a surprise, the Wheel of Fortune, the Full energy. This is something new that you can love and nurture and grow with and learn about. So pay attention if you're seeing repetitive numbers, mirroring numbers, animals, names, just omens. And really let them guide you. If you feel drawn to come across something, follow it. Safely, of course. The Nine of Cups, the Sun, is towards your happiness. It could even be in a different direction than what you had originally planned. That could be why the aces are here, telling you to step out of your comfort zone and try something new and creative. The walrus. Yeah, so Phoenix could be specific for somebody. The Judgment, the World, the Ace of Swords for this new cycle. And it's not a repetitive one with the World. There's a lot of, circular symbolisms here in the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel, the World, and even the Seven of Wands, circling yourself with, this could be magic that you're doing, trying to circle yourself with this protective bubble and this space, this safe space. Seven of Wands, the Magician, is something magical that you're doing. And going down that, that stairwell that you need to go down, to finding that particular equation that works for you, Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. This is the love portion. Wow, that's too many. We have the King of Fire, Eight of Cups, Five of Wands, the Ace of Cups. So Leo, this is going to be your love portion. What? I didn't mean to throw that. It's almost like they flew out of my hands. Leo, this is going to be your love portion. So, okay, let's look at who's the strongest in your energy. What needs to be highlighted in the connection? Keep in mind, this could be past, present, or future, whatever part of the timeline that needs to be read at this time. For December, we have the King of Cups, the King of Wands, and on the bottom, the Ten of Wands, the Tower. So some pretty big energies. I feel like there are some decisions to be made in love. This says friendship, warming into love, favor found with superiors, or financial success. You could work with this person. It could be a water energy. And you're showing the Bear, sign of successful speculations. Number 24, number 50. That could be talking about December 24th or December 5th through 6th. But the King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Really holding your hand there and making some sort of agreement or truce. A partnership. And you're looking for success here. in this connection, the Strength, the Ace of Cups, the Hierophant. You, the Nine of Cups, the Star, the King of Cups again. Heavy Aquarius as well. This is about deciding how their energies flow and work together. A lot of water with the Ace of Cups here, King of Cups, Nine of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Two. So I feel like it's going to be, of course, a decision on both of your ends. You have a lot of like fire and passion in that King of Wands. The Star, Aquarius. And they have this commitment to a fresh start with you. Almost like a truce energy, the Ace of Cups, the Hierophant, that's Taurus. And the Strength, it could have been a struggle before coming to this truce, if it hasn't happened yet. But the Star, your heart is open to this person, Leo. Whether you want to admit it or not, it's very vulnerable and open to this person and sharing your dreams, your goals with this person. You've shared successes with this person as well, with the Star, the Strength, touching Strength, the Knight of Cups, and the Moon, Piscean energy. Could be a Cancer as well. Or someone could be a Leo moon. We have the Ten of Wands, Nine of Swords, the Chariot, the Six of Swords. So where it's headed, I like to see that. This could be moving into Aquarius season as well. But the Strength, the Knight of Cups, the Moon. I feel like they were struggling with something about the connection. Could be the give and take that each have, you know, a part in. I'm not talking about like responsibilities, but the Hierophant commitments. And I feel like this doesn't have to be traditional, but with the Moon, the Nine of Cups, this is Piscean energy. You're helping this person dive deeper than they ever have before with the Strength, I feel. And that's where the struggle is. But the Ace of Cups, it's opening up areas. Even in career, their friendships, their career, and this connection as well. And for you, you're carrying a lot of physical energy. Ten of Wands, Nine of Swords, the Chariot that you move with. And it's, with the Bear, it gives you success. I feel like you're moving in the right direction. But if you both have fear, try not to be guided by that fear. It can affect, you know, how it is that you both work together, attaining your goals together, especially manifestations. It could block that. But I don't see that happening. I see the Nine of Cups, the Star, the King of Cups on your end. You're not going to let those stresses, even if it's day-to-day stresses, affect your manifestations with each other. They're a very strong individual with Strength coming twice, I feel. In their commitments, loyalty. The Queen of Cups, the Page of Wands, Justice. Yeah, there's like an equal give and take now. If there wasn't before, there is now. The Fool, the Four of Cups, the Ace of Cups. It could be something that you addressed as well. The High Priestess, even if it was indirectly, to making a plan together, you know, working with both energies, coming back to that Two of Cups that was on the bottom of the original deck. It's about the both of you working together towards the best goal. The Chariot, the High Priestess here. A lot of sets of two. And Justice here. It's about balancing each other. You could be with a Libra. Pisces, we have Taurus. Just a lot of Venus and Neptune influence. The Queen of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Moon. And the Chariot. You have the Fool, the Four of Cups, the Ace of Cups. I feel like something in you felt unacknowledged. And that's where that accumulation of stress came from with the Ten of Wands and Nine of Swords, or anxiety came from. About, do I see success with this connection with the Star, the King of Cups? Yes, you do. I think you do with the Nine of Cups. You see, you know, your manifestations can come together once you realize your part in it. And I feel like you were in your head. Especially, it could be about communication or movement in some way. But maybe it's because your love languages are different. Even though there's loyalty and even though there's love, you could have two totally different jobs as well with the King of Cups. Let me clear that up. It's getting blurry. But like I was saying, Leo, you could both have two different, completely different ways of expressing love or seeing success. seeing that there's no problems if they aren't, being addressed, but you can address them in a very authoritative way without coming off harsh, because the Fool energy is very new and very fresh, and I feel like you are going to present them with something that does need addressing with the Four of Cups, the Ace of Cups, of love, and they're matching it as well. They want to see the same goal as you. It could be a goal at work that you both want to see to the end. The Queen of Cups here, the Knight of Cups, they want to see that as well with you. The strength. This is something they've been doing with you, Leo. And the Chariot. Nothing's going to stop you once you address it in a healthy way. I don't feel like you have to roar to, get your point across to this person. But they could have a different way of developing, successes, certain successes here. And if you feel like something hasn't been addressed, I see you addressing that in a very carefree, new, adventurous, sort of free-spirited way with that Nine of Cups, the Fool, the Star, which is very Leo, believing in the biggest, believing that you're this person's star. You are the star. I mean, the sun is a star, and this person could be the moon to match that energy, and that's sort of why you're both opposites. The King of Water, the Knight of Water, the Queen of Water, they're very emotionally balanced with justice as well. And I feel like it harmonizes with what it is you need to express deep within you, Leo. So let us close this with some clues from Spirit. What do you need to hear about this person in particular, Leo? We keep running into each other. We have air element. That's Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Change of scenery, somewhere in time, Guardian, and sunrise and sunset. So could be watching the sunrise or the sunset with this person, something about the air or stargazing, because we do have the moon energy and the stars, so it could be a stargazer. What's that song, Say Hello to Heaven, where he says stargazer? Yeah, because guardian angel here, or they feel very protective of your energy with that moon and justice. Hierophant, very loyal to you. They could be a Leo, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, or Libra with the air element there. Somewhere in time, Leo. Somewhere in time, there could have been a sunrise or a sunset that could represent time itself, and the sun being here on the Fool and the moon shining down. You keep running into each other for a reason, But I feel like what's to come for December is a change of scenery, and that could be within you. The way that you perceive, love language, the way that you move your vehicle with the Chariot, the way you are moved by your heart space, and especially your goals, your aspirations. Something career-wise could be changing, or you could just be moving, change of scenery. But someplace in time, there's a reason you keep running into each other, and I feel like it's a positive reason. That you keep it could even be clashing because of differences, is so that you can learn and develop and grow from each other with the Fool energy and the Star. You're each other's guardians. If you're not very protective of them, they of you. Through sunrise and sunset, I really feel there's going to be this new emotion that you're going to be able to experience only with this person, and especially because they're matching you in that area, in that goal. And I feel like it lies in the heart space here. They're very protective of this connection, and both of you sort of meeting there hand in hand, heart to heart. I really feel like there needs to be an openness, you expressing your heart's truest desire with the Star, what it is that you want to see, Leo, come to fruition. Don't leave anything unannounced, unrecognized, unacknowledged in your spirit, or it could sort of boil up to that bear energy. But I feel like you're just very protective of them, guarding this love union with the moon, the Hierophant. It's very personal to you. But somewhere in time, it doesn't have to be now, it could be in the future, you're going to run into this person again. Sunrise and sunset. So I feel like that could be the sun and the moon energies, or something of an eclipse, you know. But your heart space is going to change forever, you know, through this connection. And there's a reason that it is. There's a reason you're acknowledging these darker aspects of each other. So that maybe you could learn to communicate in a different way. It could be at work, or just in this connection, your friendships, your families, those around you. The Ace of Cups is something changing within you, Leo, for the better,